Hey y'all, so I got a question. So the Lord is transforming my mind, right? So it's not conformed to the world. And so I thought to myself, because I'm in church, right? And they having prayer week, right? And they sent out these little cards that say prayer of agreement, right? And it says, what are you believing for God to say and do in your life in 2025? Write it down and let's pray about it. The pastor and his wife will agree with you in prayer on Friday on the 17th. God will be fulfilled, right? There is power in united prayer, right? And they say, this year I'm believing God for, right? And then, okay, so I was like, okay, what am I believing God for, right? Because I got some things, right? Like I need a phone, a house, a car, a job, some kind of income, right? Like I got all these things, right? Like I'm believing him for all of those things, right? And so I got to writing, right? I got to writing. And he say, ma'am, excuse me, ma'am. He say, I know you need all those things. Like, I know you need a house. Like, I know you need a car. Like, I know, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need a phone because the Wi-Fi was acting up today. You can go on live and tell people the story. We ain't gonna talk about it, though. He said, I know all of that. He was like, but, remember Matthew 6:33? He say, remember where it say, but first and most importantly, seek him and his righteousness, and all them things gonna be added to you. Y'all, they confusing y'all. Because they tell you in church, you got to pray, write a list. Tell God what what you're believing him for, right? But his word say, if you come to me, all them things is gonna be added. So why is we writing the list? If we just stay focused on keeping him first, seeking him, his kingdom, and his righteousness, all of those things that we're gonna write on that card, they're gonna be added. So I stopped, y'all. I stopped writing. And I was like, you know what, Lord, you're right. You sure right. So this year, I'm believing for God. I'm believing for everything he has for me as I continue to first seek him in his kingdom and his righteousness, because then all the things that I was gonna write down on that list, they're gonna be added. He gonna provide them for me. And so I just came to set somebody free. And I tell y'all this all the time, this walk is easy. We make it hard. It's so easy. We make it so hard. All you got to do is seek him first. Him and his kingdom and his righteousness. And that means his character, right? That's how you transform your mind. You start believing the things of Christ and not the things that the world is trying to tell y'all to believe. We don't need the prayer cards. It's probably gonna make somebody mad, but we really don't need all them prayer meetings either, right? If we just seek his kingdom and his righteousness first, he tell us, y'all, all them things gonna be added. So I don't know who this is for, or who it's not for, but you don't need all them prayer cards. You don't need all them requests to the Lord. Just do what he say in Matthew 6:33. and then follow them commandments. And the first two is the most important. Love God, love people. If you seek him first, you're gonna know how to love him, right? If you seek him first, you're gonna know how to love the people. Because if you know how to love him, you're gonna know how to love the people. So so yeah, the Lord just, y'all, my conviction is, so I'm so like, Lord, forgive me, Jesus, for even believing in the foolery. I don't even know how I got caught up, but that's probably why my lives didn't go through today, because that wasn't really the message. This is the real message. And the real message is, y'all can fill out the prayer cards, because it's like a sign of obedience to the leader of the house, right? But how you fill out them prayer cards is totally up to you, right? Like, they didn't tell you how to fill out the prayer cards, they just gave you the cards, right? And so then in your quiet time with the Lord, then that's when you need to talk about, what am I supposed to put on this list, right? Like, what is this list supposed to mean for me, right? Because for me, at this point, prayer lists and prayer meetings with other people and other things just ain't as important as the prayer meetings I have with Jesus on my own, because he say in Matthew 6:33 to first and foremost, depending on what version you read, seek his kingdom and his righteousness, his kingdom and his righteousness, and then everything else gonna be added, y'all. And that's what he told me to tell y'all today. And I thank him, because he's so great, y'all. This thing is so easy. We're making it hard. We're making it hard. We're making it hard, because you don't want to transform the minds. But if you transform them, I promise you, it's easier on this side. It really is easy. It's not as hard as y'all think it is, but the choice is totally yours, because he gives you the choice, because he gives you the choice every day. And I ain't gonna tell you your choice is wrong, because he's still walking with you, and I ain't higher than him. So I mean, hey, if you chose it and you walk in it, do it to the best of your ability, right? Like, and don't let nobody tell you nothing different, because you chose to do it. And I mean, who am I to say that you was wrong? In that moment, that was what you thought was best to do, and you did it. And I'm proud of you. And just walk in it, because he's still walking with you. And y'all, you two work that thing out. You and Jesus, y'all work it out. Don't let them people tell you. Stop letting them people tell you what you and Jesus relationship's supposed to look like. Because if Jesus wanted to, if he was like a third-party messenger kind of guy, or gal, however you see him, life would be a little bit different, right? So he pleads for us to come to him, so he ain't no third-party person, right? Like, so he ain't telling nobody else about your life like that. So stop listening to some people for real, and live your life with you and Jesus the way y'all been living it. And I promise you, if you just focus on you and Jesus, Jesus is gonna blow your mind. I promise y'all, he gonna blow your mind. But y'all be encouraged, okay? And y'all have a great day. I love y'all.